Please help support the channel by visiting our Amazon store, affiliate link below. Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Matt Jarbo. This is $3 Theater, and this is a story that I'm hopeful for. I am hopeful for at the same time, not so much. So listen, if you guys don't know, I personally believe that 1988's John McTiernan directed Die Hard is the greatest action movie of all time. The greatest adventure movie of all time is Raiders of the Lost Ark. There's no comparison there. But Die Hard is a class all unto itself. It is a near perfect film, and it's also mandatory viewing during the holiday season. I don't care how old you are. That is how good Die Hard is. Almost 30 years later, it's still just a top tier film. And we've had the sequels. You know, Die Hard 2, Die Harder was a good serviceable entry. Die Hard with a Vengeance was better than Die Hard 2. And then you had A Good Day to Die Hard, which was PG-13 for the sake of filling in more seats. Tom Rothman, you hack. I hope you crash and burn at Sony, you son of a bitch. I always feel he ruined Die Hard 4. I also feel Len Wiseman wasn't really the best choice for a director, but that being said, I still enjoyed it. I still enjoyed it. The unrated director's cut felt more like Die Hard than the theatrical run, but at the same time, it was still just, it was missing John McTiernan. All right, he's out of jail now, so he could easily come back to do Die Hard 6, because we're hearing that's been confirmed that Bruce Willis is going to be back in the saddle one last time. This coming from Len Wiseman, who directed it. Directed him in A Good Day to Die Hard, who apparently is going to be directing this movie as well. And he gave this little tidbit of information during an interview about him adapting Underworld for a television series. One that I don't know. I don't know if we need a Romeo and Juliet vampire werewolf thing on TV. That's a whole story, a whole topic for another video. But this is what he says, that they're doing the one last ride. Bruce Willis is involved, and it's going to be kind of a two-tier story, right? Or stories that run parallel to each other. So we have Old Man McClane, which I feel the movie should be called Old Man McClane. That would be cool. I think that's a good title. I don't care what you think. I think that's a good title. So I think it should be Old Man McClane, and then you've got him when he's an adult, or when he's older, elderly and whatnot, investigating something, and it's going to run parallel with when he was first a beat cop in New York City, or first a detective, I'm not too sure yet, but when he first basically got on the force back in the 1980s or whatever, right? Late 1970s, early 1980s, somewhere in there is when we're going to pick up with the young actor playing him. So it's not going to be a continuation of a Good Day to Die Hard, so Jai Courtney isn't going to be back as his kid, and Mary Elizabeth Winstead isn't going to be back as his daughter. However, that's unfortunate. I felt both were actually pretty good in their respective roles, and to see all three of them team up with a movie for a final movie, I'd be okay with. If they could also get back Bonnie Bedelia, that'd be even better. And just because you have to, and he's still alive, William Atherton has to be in this movie. And also, you know, the cop. God, what's his name? R. Reginald Johnson. His name is the dad from Family Matters. I don't know why I'm forgetting it. But those are the people that have got to be in it. Those are the three people that have to be in it. Holly McClane, the cop, and the dick reporter. You gotta have the dick reporter. The last time I saw William Atherton in anything was like in 2003's The Last Samurai, and I'm not even kidding you. When I was watching, like right before I saw The Last Samurai, I thought to myself, I wonder what William Atherton's been up to these days. And bam, he popped up in that movie, and I was pleasantly surprised. But that being said, they're you know, Len Wiseman said that the young McClane, they're still trying to cast it. It's going to be clearly big shoes to fill for what's going to happen with this movie. And I know that there was a big pitch from an independent producer in Variety that pitched a very similar story. I don't know if he's involved. We follow each other on Twitter, but I haven't seen anything from him in regards to this, probably because he's not involved at all. But I don't quite know if this is really like a way you want to end the series, because this to me feels like a passing of a torch from the older generation to the younger generation. And then, of course, continuing his adventures while he was a cop or a detective in New York City, leading into the events of the Nakatomi Plaza incident from 1988. I don't know. I feel like it's going to be kind of a hard one to walk. And there's a lot of people out there that are probably going to sit there and go, especially in these comments, are going to be like, oh, we don't need another Die Hard. Screw Die Hard. Just no more Die Hard. Like, I think given one last go, right? Given one last go as a character, I have a feeling is going to be fine. We're kind of seeing this now. You have, like, you know, Harrison Ford as Han Solo, as Richard Deckard. You know, like, he's coming back at his age in the 70s, coming back to play these physical roles and everything else. Get Bruce Willis coming in to finish up playing John McClane, giving one more go at that. Sylvester Stallone has played Rocky Balboa in 2 more movies, you know, that were like, you know, or he was supposed to end it with Rocky Balboa, but then came back for Creed, you know. So we're seeing a little bit of this from actors that are trying to kind of finalize these roles that they made popular 30 some odd years ago. And I'm okay with that if it's done well. I don't know if Len Wiseman is the best person to do it. As I've joked many times before, he's left more projects than he's actually directed, and things he have directed hasn't necessarily been the best. Look at, like, Total Recall, for example. While not a horrible movie, it also wasn't a necessarily good movie. And I think Len Wiseman works better for television than with movies. I'd rather him keep on that front, but he's going to be involved in this one. All I want them to do is to go back to what made Die Hard great. And that's going to require them to basically kind of follow the formula from Die Hard or Die Hard 3. You know, tie it back in to Hans Gruber if you can. Give us a 3rd movie with some remnant of Gruber. You know, I don't think they're going to be able to top Jeremy Irons' performance as Simon Gruber, but I think that they might be able to pull off something there. If you're going to bring back anyone too, bring back Justin Long. I thought he was good in the 4th movie. He was one of my favorite parts from that, so I'd be okay with that happening. But when it comes to telling a good story, I just want them to give us a good, solid finish to John McClane. You know, he's always been down on his luck. He never seems to have good relationships with his family. Give him that ending, you know, to make him do something that is selfless, because he is a selfless guy. He's also bitter, cynical New Yorker, but he's definitely like a selfless guy, and give him his family back, because that's all he's wanted since the beginning, is just his wife back. And every time they've tried making it work, and you figure after Die Hard 2, they would have been together for life, but he pushes everybody away. And maybe we can finally see why he does that. Maybe we can finally get that introduction as to why, you know, maybe what happened to push him away, because that's probably what's going to tie in with the young McClane, because he'll definitely be married to young Holly, and then they'll have their young kids at that point in time. And maybe whatever case happens when he's younger will definitely be the reason why he becomes so bitter, jaded, and cynical, and starts pushing his family away. That leads to her moving to LA and working at Nakatomi Plaza. That's a way to tie it in, right? You tie it back to the first movie, and then you complete the saga, and then, you know, they go into their retirement together, or he dies. Either one, you know, either one. Bruce Willis needs to kind of redeem himself in the eyes of fans anyway. You know, people out there know he's pretty much a jerk. And maybe that's why he's coming back to do Unbreakable or Glass, whatever the sequel is going to be called. So maybe we'll get something. Maybe we'll get we'll get Bruce Willis finally becoming great again, as he finishes out his career in that particular fashion. But what do you guys think about this? I do want to know in the comments below. My name is, of course, Matt Jarbo. This has been 3 Buck Theater. Remember, as I've said, we're definitely trying the single story videos, because it's been requested pretty heavily from people. So that's something to consider. And anyway, I appreciate you guys watching every video I put out. Those of you that are active on here, I really do appreciate it. I will talk to you guys later. Have yourself a great day, and peace out.